Hey folks, this is Picohan from Nonsense Wars. In my quest to find a mobile Cintiq, I bought a Wacom Mobile Studio Pro model DTH W1320, which is, in fact, practically a Cintiq with a laptop bolted to the back. This specific 13-inch model came out in 2016 with MSRPs in the $1,000 to $2,000 range. They still go for around $500 on eBay, which is about what I paid for this one. Okay, so this unit measures 14.5 by about 9 inches, and you can see that it weighs about 4 pounds. Now, the ThinkPad Yoga I ranted about earlier, that measures about 12.5 by 9 inches, but it only weighs under 3.5 pounds. So despite the nominal screen size being 13 inches for both machines, the Mobile Studio Pro is kind of a chonker, and I'd say you notice that half a pound as well. The nominally 13-inch screen at least looks IPS, though the backlighting might be a little bit inconsistent on this one. You do get a fairly sturdy feeling metal stand, which feels a lot better than the crappy plastic folding stand on the Cintiq. On the nominal right side, you get the 3 USB-C ports. On the nominal left side, you get the volume rocker, an auto-rotate lock, the power switch, headphone jack, and a card reader. We'll get back to this. The front side has these programmable buttons. It has a webcam, and it also has a webcam on the back, though I don't know when I'd actually use that. Since I got this used, I did not get a box, but I did get the pen, a Bluetooth keyboard, and the AC adapter. The pen itself is actually almost identical to my Cintiq pen, and it does work on the Cintiq, illustrating the digitizer commonality. The Bluetooth keyboard is just a regular Bluetooth keyboard. The power brick actually has a USB-C connector, but it's not real USB-C PD, so you can't use this to charge other devices, and the Mobile Studio can't use other chargers to charge it. Okay, so all that is fine, but this is where things hit the fan. Well, I don't know if you can hear it, but basically the fan turns on as soon as the machine turns on, and it never turns off as far as I can tell. This isn't great, and I don't understand why they couldn't get the CPU to power down enough to turn off the fan when idling. Speaking of the CPU, this particular machine comes with an i5 6267U, 8 gigs of memory, and integrated graphics driving a 1080p display. These specs should be more than enough to run Krita, which is my drawing application of choice, and the experience is mostly good, but sometimes it seems to get these lag spikes on battery. I've tried to capture this, but it's somewhat hard to reproduce, and it's already hard to film drawing in the first place, since the camera basically needs to go where my head goes. Nonetheless, I think the drawing experience is otherwise comparable to my Cintiq, and like with the Wacom One, the edge tracking is marginally better than on my HD13 as well. Here's an example illustration. I did not feel the need to draw something comparable on the Cintiq this time. I will say that the colors look much more saturated on the W1320 than the Cintiq. Even after calibrating both displays with the internal Windows tool, I can still see a huge difference. I'm not entirely convinced this is strictly good or bad, but the color variation is much less between the Cintiq and my Dell display. I can't really say how well the Mobile Studio Pro does other stuff because its size and form factor and the constant fan noise kind of dissuade me from trying to use it as a regular mobile computer. This kind of makes it a single function device to me, but it does have a killer feature that I thought could let me replace my Cintiq. You can actually use the W1320 as a discrete tablet if your host computer has Thunderbolt, but you need an actual Thunderbolt cable and not just a USB-C cable. Also, it's not a one cable solution if you want to set it up permanently, because you still need power from that proprietary power brick. The card reader registers on both the tablet's computer and the host machine, so you can easily transfer files as well. Subsequently, I could use it in place of the Cintiq at home and take it with me elsewhere, but now we get back to that fan. Even when the Mobile Studio Pro acts as a standalone tablet connected to a host computer, the fan still seems to run 24/7. And this is unacceptable to me from a noise and reliability standpoint. Anyway, I've kind of gone back and forth on this, but I think that taking a single Mobile Studio Pro somewhere is still more convenient than taking a Wacom One with a laptop, and even a proper single cable Cintiq would still have this trade-off. So I'm still on the fence, but on that note, this is the end of the video, and have a nice day.